there, Bytes. It's me, your host, Rosie, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the Bytes community, hi, my name is Tiani. I also own two other channels, the Frozen Rose and the Petals Vlog, which I'll be leaving the links to those in the description below. But before we start this video, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Manny J, who follow me on Instagram and also follow me here on YouTube. So a big shout out to you and your channel and your Instagram. I'll be leaving them around here somewhere, so please go check him out. Give him some love. I'll be leaving all the information to his channel and his Instagram down in the description below. So please go follow him, show him some love, let him know that Miss Rosie sent you, and let's just also letting you guys know his music is really awesome. So please go show him some love. Let's get right into the video. Okay. So today we are playing Error, Human Not Found. So I did do a little digging on what this game is about, and it's basically I am playing this woman who's the scientist, and she gets stuck in this boat or something. I'm sorry that my shirt just keeps going down. You guys like my shirt? Representing CFF. I'm just kidding. Self plug. Anyways, so I guess let's just start the video, because I don't know what this game is about and I've been kind of intrigued, so let's go. Plus I kind of like it, it's all galaxy and oh! I'm such a little kid. So in the year 2056, Earth underwent catastrophic climate changes. The changes wiped out swaths of plant and animal species. In response, the United Nations started building the Noosphere. A neutral space station, the Noosphere has become a symbol of hope and arc of preservation. The Noosphere launched in 2108 and now orbits Earth. In 2117, the first true artificial intelligence was created. Alpha, as he was dubbed, was quickly joined by others IAs. In 2167, the Marcus Project blah 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 I can read this. Alpha volunteered to be the first IA to undergo the process 24 hours later after Alpha's upload. Okay. Okay. I'll see you. Let me just move this a little bit so you can see everything. Okay, so database entry unlocked. Grace Fortran. This is who I'm playing. I'm playing as Grace Fortran? I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna... No, I have to really click. Grace types away at her computer. Hold on, I'm busy. Just a second. Okay, I get it. Man, you need a... Answer the bracelet or just hit enrollment. Let's answer the bracelet. Virtual Secretary, Grace Fortran is hereby summoned to appear before the conclave effective immediately. The recipient is to suspend all further research until after said appearances. Further instructions will be provided by Director Hirose. Really? A summons? I have so much work to do. Would I have killed her to just stop by my lab instead of having her secretary call me? I'm not her servant. Grace marches out of the room. Sorry about this task, guys. I got into it. Good evening, Grace Fortran. Please wait here until the council is ready to assist you. Good evening to you too. The secretary VI perks up and smiles at Grace. You are most welcome. Help yourself to some complimentary Ulgan tea. Okay. A cup of Ulgan tea appears on a platter raised from the desk. This tea was brewed with leaves grown inside the Noosphere's oxygen garden. Oh, okay. Grace takes a sip. Ah, freshly made tea. The Oxygen Garden Works reported that this was their best harvest to date. I can taste it. I suck at this. Grace grows more and more impatient. What is taking so long? Grace sets down her cup of tea and approaches the heavy door where the conclave members meet. Voices can be heard from a crack in the door. Grace leans in to listen.
With Alpha disease, Allo is growing agitated and pushing for answers. We need to regain her in and keep an eye on the other AIs. Colossus is keeping everything quiet for now, but it's only a matter of time until something gets out. Alpha was, after all, the first of them to acquire a physical form. There's the risk of an uproar. How is Blue responding to this?
Blue is concerned, but she's holding her own. No excess of disobedience. She seems properly curious and perhaps a little ambushed. It's hard to tell when someone has a scream for a face. Blue flashes that face and then began exploding her random emoticons.
I expected as much. And Watson?
Well, you know Watson. He's difficult to get in touch with. Probably, gallivanting around in some system, having a grand old time, and aware of what's happening at home base. AWOL as usual.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about him for now. He'd probably get in the way.
He certainly would, but he resurfaced, however, will want to get in touch. We have other priority to attend to in the meantime. The project leads are all suspended until further notice, correct?
Yes, Director.
Oh, when will the external investigators be here?
18 hours, Director.
Good. Please ensure no one gets in their way. Speaking of, Grace should be here by now.
She was right by the door. The door slides open. Grace tumbles into the room to be greeted by Director Roberta Hirose and the 4 chiefs of the different divisions of the Noosphere. Database entry unlocked. Director Roberta Hirose. I gave her like the sweetest voice, and this lady looks mad.
Grace Ruby Fortuna is dropping out the door? How very mature of you.
Database entry unlocked. Chief Nevanlina? What is the meaning of this, Dr. Fortana?
Dr. Fortran? Why do I keep saying Fortana? Database unlocked. Chief Godel.
You dare eavesdrop on conclave meeting? Inconceivable.
Database entry unlocked. Chief Cray.
Director, are you just going to allow...
Grace, you should know better than this. Our meetings are private for a reason. This is a breach of protocol.
I couldn't help overhearing. Cray talks awfully loud for a conversation that is supposedly hush-hush.
Excuse me, but...
Oh, I gave her a manly... I don't know! What's going on? What happened to Alpha?
Once you take on a more reasonable tone, we'll discuss what occurred.
My tone is always reasonable. I want to know what happened to the AI I was working with. Database entry unlocked. Chief No.
I think this is the one I gave the divorce to. Does not the proper way for you to speak to the director. Check your manners.
Mind your own business?
I've never.
Whatever, Godel.
That's enough, both of you.
Why is she so calm? He just stares down Grace from her platform. Director, please inform me of the current events involving Alpha.
We are not certain of what transpired at this time, but unfortunately Alpha is no longer with us.
But how? I tracked his transition. He was completely processed and everything was working perfectly.
That's what we don't understand. Alpha was...
Someone change your voice. As I said, the root cause is yet to be determined. We ordered a team of external investigators to inspect the situation.
What? Why external investigators? Oh
Shiz. Almost everyone in the station worked with Alpha. We need an unbiased examination of the crime scene. We also need to interrogate all those involved to truly determine what or who was at fault.
Everything was running smoothly as of yesterday, including his neural network. Any type of manufacturing should have been caught in the system. I just can't believe something like this happened. All glitches were worked out with the prototype. This cannot be random chance.
We cannot believe it either.
Grace, You were summoned today because your involvement with Alpha's process. Your research shall be suspended until we have a clear idea of what happened.
So nobody has run any sort of diagnostic on his system or even a preliminary examination of the machine body?
No. Well, this is an urgent matter. We need unbiased eyes. Any work done by station crew will contaminate possible evidence.
What? We have some of the highest trained professionals in any scientific field and you're waiting on a random team of investigators?
This isn't up for debate, Dr. Fortran. The lab is off limits. Remain in your living quarters until the investigation is over. Until then, you will have restricted access to the conclave and labs.
But did you check his charts? Did you see through his data banks at least? Did you look for anything that might suggest what could have occurred?
We're leaving that up to the investigators. As for you, please do as I instruct. As difficult as it may be for you to believe, there are other people who are capable of figuring out what happened to Alpha.
Alright, fine. Keep me informed. I want to know what happened. Grace enters her lab to be greeted with the sight of an android. Data entry unlock. Ada! What the? Who are you? What do you think you're doing in my lab? Grace. I don't know what kind of...
Grace, it is I, Ada. I ran out of voice. I have uploaded information into my Android so I may uncover what happened to my friend.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to do anything, but I'm running out of voices.
However, I cannot hope to accomplish as much as I would have liked without the physical advantage of you human possess.
Okay, give me a break. Alpha just died and now you're in my office. I've got enough on my plate right now. If somebody finds you in here...
I am not sure that I care. Alpha was not just my associate, he was my friend. Alpha is dead now and I need to know what happened to him.
Yeah, I understand that his death is unnerving, but a lot is happening right now. The conclave is shutting down the labs and everything. They're bringing outside investigators to find out what happened to him. I want to know what happened too. But we got strict orders from the director.
When do the investigators come?
18 hours.
That is more than adequate time.
Time for what? What are you planning?
If you wish to help me understand the circumstances that led to the death of Alpha, then we will find a way around the orders of the conclave. Are you with me?
Yeah, let's put together and figure this out. If I don't do this with you, I know I'll regret it. Alpha deserves better than a delayed investigation.
My thoughts exactly. I was not able to be there for him then, but I want to be here for him like now.
I don't know, I just kinda... Who better to look into this than AI and a researcher that knows this place like the back of their hands.
You may memorize the backs of their hands?
Ada studies her hand. No! Never mind.
Shall we get to it then? No point in waiting around to get caught.
Absolutely.
After you.
Grace's journal has been updated. First things first, we need credentials. I think that the best place to start will be the director's residence. We need to acquire her credentials to access the crime scene. The two start to leave. Ada stumbles. What are you going to be alright?
It might take me a moment to get used to walking. But if a hominoid like yourself could figure it out, then I anticipate little difficulty in doing so as well.
Chapter 1. Wow guys, that was just the intro. Here we are. Scan my badge and voila. Open. The door doesn't budge. A voice issues from speakers near the door.
The director is not here at the moment. Please make an appointment.
What? I usually have access.
And why do you have access to the office of the director?
Because she's my mother. You didn't know?
The point was never present in my databanks.
Yeah, that's the director for you. Why bother with unimportant details like family?
Regardless, we need to get inside. Let me get the door.
An awkward silence hangs. And this is supposed to...
I seem to be having a malfunction. I can usually do this with a little thought, as you might give breathing.
You're not in the system anymore, Ada. Any connections you had to the system left when you jumped into the body.
Interesting. I had hoped to retain my connection to the network of the sphere.
Yeah. Do you want your circuits lightly salted while you're at it? You'd have fried in seconds.
What? I thought these new neural networks were supposed to preserve me.
Just preserve you. Wireless interfacing was going to be a feature in the next module. I would think the whole I have a physical body and get to walk around would be enough for thank you. My turn to try the door. Watch my back. We don't want to get busted before we even start.
What are you doing precisely besides tearing apart the defenseless panel?
Call it a manual override.
Oh. Puzzle time! To proceed past certain parts of the game, you will have to solve various computer science-based puzzles. Oh, shit. There are 4 tiles you will encounter with 3 difficulties each. Each puzzle will have a tutorial before detailing how to play. These tutorials can be reviewed in the notes section of the journal. Next. All puzzles have hints available in the puzzles. Nah, why is there puzzles twice in that sentence? Click on the button below to see them during the puzzle. All puzzles also have a limited number of attempts to solve the puzzle. A counter on each puzzle displays tries remaining. You can retry a puzzle as many times as needed. So I had 3 attempts. Grammar puzzle level 1. To solve the grammar puzzle, you need to fill in the tree on the right with the correct tiles. All slots must be filled with valid substitutions to win. Fill in a slot by dragging and dropping a tile from the bottom section to the left. Okay. A button can always be placed in any slot except for the top position on the tree. Placing a button in the tree will consume an attempt. A button can be returned to its starting position without consuming an attempt. Oh my god. This segment highlighted below contains the specific rules for each variation of the puzzle. SQS is a production or rule that says how to modify strings by substitution. In this case, S can be replaced by QS, in that order. Sort the grammar puzzles from the bottom to the every child of a note in the row below must be filled every child before the tiles will change colors. If the tiles are correct substitutions, the back on the connection lines will turn green. Okay. If the substitution is incorrect, the backs of the connection lines will be turned red. If the correct substitution is terminal or an end substitution part of the final string is pursued. Okay. Oh my god. So let's try and do. So I have 8 moves. So we have S equals CG. No, GH. Okay, so would it be... I'm just, hold on, I need to move the mic a little bit. And the laptop too. Would it be G? What am I... No, can I go back? I don't know what happened. Return. Okay, so GH, and then G has PK. I think I may or may not have this. And then H is RB. Password accepted. Hey! For my first try, I did right! Yes, first try. Still got it. Nobody can touch this elite skills.
Are you positive that being here is within protocol?
If it makes you feel better, this isn't the first time I've done this. Okay.
I feel that your statement requires some elaboration.
Let's just say that whoever updates keycards access needs to do their job faster.
Hello, Dr. Fortran.
Database entry unlocked. Tosh. So this is where Tosh is centered. Tosh. My bad. So this
This
is
is where Tosh is centered. Sorry for not greeting you. I did not notice you come in. Director Hirose is not available at the moment. What is the purpose of your visit?
bluff her, use your rank, dismiss her. I'm not gonna try to bluff her, I'm gonna use my rank. So I am sure that my mother sold decents and a lead researcher on the station and has sufficient privileges to access my mother's office.
Reviewing familial protocols. President supports your argument. You may proceed.
Thank you kindly, Tush.
I will just log your visit to the director can see. Delay that, Tosh. There will be no report of our visit. And who are you? I'm not finding a badge or serial number associated with your profile. Ayamata. Sound familiar? Forgive me, Are. I failed to recognize you. You look very human today. I am afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. You do not have the authorization to be here. What is your purpose, Tush? To serve Director Hirose to the best of my ability. Please vacate the premises. It will be unpleasant for all of us if I have to call security to remove you. Oh, I will not be so hasty if I were you. I do control your update schedule, Tush. If your next update were to completely destroy your scheduling capability, you will be reformatted for sure. I would hate to inconvenience the director that way. You may stay. And I may be experiencing downtime while proceeding an update and will not be able to log the visit. Thank you so much for your cooperation, Tosh.
Now that we've passed the gatekeeper, let's get what we came here for. It almost hurts to admit it, but I'm incredibly jealous of this office. I don't have the same view from my little lab. Welcome to the investigation portion of the game. There are two primary actions, talking with a character and searching the room. You can talk with someone within the scene by clicking on their silhouette. You can look around the room for clues by clicking on the magnifying glass. Investigate. When searching a room, you can move by clicking on the arrows. Some locations have objects to investigate. A tally in the upper right hand corner shows how many have you found. These objects will highlight when the cursor is over them. Certain items will trigger puzzles. The objects does not count as being investigated until the puzzle is solved. Okay, so I don't know how many I have to find. Okay, so let's search the room. There's one item around here. A collection of exotic trees with seeds imported from Earth. It's rare to see this much plant life in the office of space. Okay. I never understood how it's fine that Hirose can have a small forest to herself in her office, when I can barely get the clearance to have some potted plants.
It is not natural for humans to allocate more resources to their leaders.
You're talking like we're still in tribes or something.
Robotics, botanists, conclave members, all of these groups with their own identities. This is not the definition of tribalism.
Well, supposed. Just because you're technically right doesn't mean you won this one.
I was not aware we were debating. Would you like to?
This is really not the place, Ada. I don't want to spend any more time at this amazing office than necessary. So I found... Oh wait, I'm still on I'm still on the thing. A lukewarm cup of herbal tea. The lids on these reusable cups have a tendency to be slightly too big and thus pop up open without warning. This is truly the worst nightmare of a latte.
It makes me nervous seeing that drink sitting by her computer.
Wow. The AI hasn't even been physically for a day and she recognized that the lids were suspicious at best.
The lid is structurally unstable as well?
Yes, I swear this thing barely stay on even when the cup's standing still. Wait, how does it even feel to have stuff spilled on you?
When I was young, a technician spilled some coffee onto a section of my servers. I suppose you would licken it to begin set on fire.
Oh. Okay. This computer was provided to Hirosa through her work in the Conclave Conless document of research notes. Policies and procedures live on this machine. Right, so we just need to hack this and we should be able to get their credentials.
I might assume, by the way, you are looking at me that you mean I am to hack it.
Hey, I got the door. Teamwork means equal opportunity.
Just give me a moment.
Oh no. To solve the puzzle, change the pipe so that the final segment of pipe on the right matches the output light. To change the color of a pipe, drag and drop a blue gate from the top of the screen to an empty blue slot. The goal is this. Gates in the puzzle at the start are static and cannot be changed. Static gates are dark blue. The light blue gates are movable and may be placed in any slot that is solid blue or occupied by another movable gate. Gates can be returned to their starting place without consuming an attempt. An attempt is used any time a gate is moved to a valid spot on the pipes. If you run out of attempts before getting the light at the end to turn on, the puzzle resets to one of 3 variations. To finish a hack, you must solve 3 logic gate puzzles. Truth tables. Logic gates can have their inputs and outputs represented by truth tables. XO represents one input, X1 the second input, and YO the output. Inputs and outputs are either true, represented by 1, or false, represented by 0. Yellow pipes have no value. A green light or pipe represents a value of true. A red light or pipe represents a value of false. NOT gate. The NOT gate is unique in that it only operates on one input, making it an unwary operation. And the NOT gate reserves the input so true becomes false and false becomes true. Am I in school? OR gate. The OR gate outputs true if at least one input is true. The AND gate. The AND gate outputs true 1 if and only if both inputs are true. Okay, so I'm supposed to get, but it's already green. I do not know what I'm doing. I'm supposed to get them all green. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, what? So inputs, false, false, and these are true. I got 3 tried. Oh shoot. So how do I drag? Oh, I drag. Okay, I cannot move the greens. I mean the blues, so what am I doing? I think it's, and then maybe, so these are the options I have. So I'm guessing this one may go, oh shoot, I don't know, we'll see, hold on, because I think I see this. Oh no! No, password accepted?
did not even have to suspend any of my normal running process to correct that. Grace, your mother does not appear to keep any personal secure information on this terminal.
Of course not. That would be too easy. Grace looks around thinking. She got a personal computer. I'd wager it's probably there.
So I would like a word with you, please. I would also advise taking another look around.
Okay. Okay, so I'm missing one more. Here we go. The desk is made for also a stenographer. This old-fashioned style of recording events is rarely seen anymore, but the dedicated participators in the art of writing shorthand have kept the okay. Why he also insists of having an actual person to transcribe for meetings instead of just getting an audio recorder is just beyond me.
I did not see that ought to me. The director must always work at peak efficiency.
What does efficiency have to do with it? Ada shrugs although the motion is stiff.
Perhaps she just prefers to read.
You got me there. Okay. That's actually really freaking... This is actually pretty freaking cool, guys. Like, I'm enjoying this. Like, I legitimately am enjoying this game. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for today's video. Wow, I cannot talk. If you guys like this video, please click that like button down below. Also, leave a comment down below on what kind of videos you guys want me to do. What kind of videos you guys want me to do next. Also, if you guys would like a shadow, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and that you click the notification bell so you don't miss my videos. Also, follow me at Bytes on Instagram so I can give you a shout out to your Instagram and to your YouTube. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys on the next video. Pew pew!